How to become a C-suite leader. Some tips and tricks. As a career and executive coach, I appreciate your clear ambition and your drive. If you have that goal and ambition, your path to delivering on that ambition is a lot easier. I salute you. Reaching the C-suite requires strategic planning across multiple dimensions of your professional development. Here is my comprehensive roadmap on how to steer yourself. Number one, build a strong foundation. Develop domain expertise. Become exceptional in your core function, marketing, finance, operation, supply chain, etc., before broadening your expertise. Deliver measurable results. Focus on quantifiable achievements that directly impact business outcomes. If you don't have multiple accomplishments in each position, a promotion will be stalled. Cultivate that business acumen. Understand the intricacies of how your company makes money and the broader industry dynamics. Develop financial literacy. Even if you're not in finance, ensure you can speak the finance language, business performance, read financial statements, and understand the P&L. Number two, strategic career progression. Map potential paths. Identify which C-suite level position aligns with your strengths: CEO, CFO, COO, CMO, CTO, etc. Seek cross-functional exposure. Accept opportunities to rotate through different departments or take on additional projects outside your specialty. If not offered, don't be frightened to ask. Target key pre-C-suite roles, vice president, senior vice president, or director position that companies feed into the C-suite appointments. Each company is somewhat different. So consider lateral moves going across can be frustrating, but sometimes a step sideways is required to position yourself for a step up. Number three, education and credentials. From day one of your career, you need to pay attention to further education. Failure to have recent education can be a red flag against you. Here are some educational options. An executive MBA. I have zero reservations about earning as an EMBA. It's a highly regarded accreditation, widens your knowledge and strengthens your network. An EMBA, an executive MBA, provides business fundamentals with a leadership focus while networking with other executives. If possible, choose one of the top 10 executive EMBA programs as ranked by Financial Times and QS. Study those rankings intimately. Specialized advanced degrees within the last 15 years or so, the range of graduate programs in specific functions has increased significantly. Relevant if targeting a specialized C-suite role. An MS in data science for the CTO track, a Master of Finance if targeting the CFO track. Executive education programs like Harvard, Stanford, Wharton, Oxford, Cambridge, MIT, London Business School, etc., offer short, prestigious programs specifically for executives. Certifications. Obtain functional or industry-specific credentials that demonstrate your expertise, like a CFA, PMP, etc. Number four, leadership development. Manage increasingly larger teams. Demonstrate you can lead people effectively at scale. Show the number of direct and indirect reports for each leadership position on your resume, your CV, and on your LinkedIn profile. Lead strategic initiatives. Take ownership of high visibility projects with company-wide impact. Describe based on the acronym STAR these projects again in your resume, your CV, and your LinkedIn profile. Develop your executive presence, very important. Refine your communication style, appearance, and the ability to command respect. Find mentors and sponsors. Connect with current executives who can advise and advocate for you. Often, executive leaders are willing to facilitate mentoring or coaching for aspiring leaders, as they were there at some stage in their career. Number 5, strategic visibility. Internal visibility. Ensure key decision makers see your contributions and your leadership potential. In your annual appraisals, ensure your accomplishments are documented with as many metrics as possible. External visibility. Build industry recognition through speaking engagements, publications, podcasts, both hosting and guesting, and association leadership. Board experience. Seek non-profit board roles to develop that governance expertise, and then you can move on more into corporate boards. Build your personal brand. Devise a compelling and resonating professional online presence that positions you as a thought leader. Think of yourself as a product too. What is your differentiator? What is your competitive edge? Why should I employ you? What is your value? Those are all thought-provoking questions you need to understand and answer. Number 6, network development. Networking is about first giving and then taking. Be professional, be polite, and be willing to share. Networking is crucial in overall career management. An executive peer network. From the moment you leave university or college at the start of your career, you need to embrace that networking. Networking's such a crucial element in both your career management plus business activities. Build relationships and retain those relationships with leaders at similar levels across multiple organizations. Industry connections. Develop relationships with key players in your industry. Join industry associations. Attend their local, national, or international conferences and other events. One way to heighten your visibility in your industry, function, or both is to volunteer to be on the executive of that association. Again, local, national, or international. The conferences and other events are always seeking speakers. If you are confident and have a topic for conversation, offer to speak at conferences and other events. Swiftly, rapidly, your name and credibility are raised within your own industry, your community. Executive recruiters establish and maintain, that's a key word here, relationships with executive search firms and executive recruiters that place directors through to the C-suite. Remember, executive recruiters don't work for you, they work for their clients. It can be frustrating to secure a conversation with an executive recruiter, but you need to get and stay on their radar. On my YouTube channel, there are Martin Buckland, my YouTube channel, Martin Buckland. There are some videos on how to build relationships with executive recruiters. Here's another tip. Once you have secured that relationship, don't ignore that recruiter or let that conversation lapse. Keep the dialogue going through emails once every 6 months while employed. Send them an email and tell them a star story. And you're always looking out for new opportunities. Cross-industry connections. Broaden your network beyond your immediate field. Don't network too far out of your audiences. However, remember that each person at the executive level has an average of 900 people, many more often in their network. Number 7, strategic timing and positioning. Track succession planning. Understand the timing of potential openings in your target organizations. If you see a roadblock due to zero movements, then that may be the time to shift into career transition mode. Consider company size and trajectory. Sometimes joining a smaller company, growing company, offers a faster path to the C-suite, but beware. If you decide to move to larger companies, that can be a little bit of an issue. So due to the size. So that's one of the downfalls of that. So never stop looking. My philosophy on the job search is the day you land your next job is the day to start your next job search. I know that's a very forthright, but it's very true. Be strategic about moves. Plan career transitions that consistently position you closer to the C-suite eligibility. It's like a jigsaw, one piece out, and that can cause issues. So develop your executive narrative, craft a compelling story of your career progression and your leadership philosophy. Be confident in articulating your career trajectory and ambition. Don't be shy, but also don't go over the top. You have to keep the set promotional protocol. Number 8, ready for executive skills. Strategic thinking. Develop ability to see the big picture and long-term implications. These are vital attributes for the C-suite appointment. Crisis management. Demonstrate calm and collection with robust decision-making when under pressure. Board communication. Practice presenting complex information concisely on governance and other issues to governance bodies and the board. This can be a nerve-wracking experience for many, but your time spent practicing, rehearsing is well worth the time. And or go and seek the expertise of a presentation or a speaking coach. External stakeholder management. Develop experience with investors, regulators, and partners. Get known in your industry. Be acutely aware what they do and how they are regulated and how they can benefit your employer. A well-connected executive to a regulator, investors, private equity is a value add during the hiring process. And number 9, adjust your mindset. Think enterprise-wide. Shift from your functional to organizational perspective. As you go up that promotional ladder, your responsibilities increase, taking on oversight for additional functions and departments. Focus on value creation. Connect with all decisions to stakeholder value. Management styles vary between a private and a public company. Be aware of that. Embrace calculated risk. Demonstrate appropriate risk tolerance and management. Develop resilience. Build capacity to handle significant pressure and setbacks. As you are promoted, more rests on your shoulder. Be sensitive to work-life balance if your tolerance emotions can take added stress. As I wrap this video up, I hope that you've benefited from the information I've shared. The path to the C-suite typically takes 15 to 20 plus years of deliberate career management. While accelerated paths exist, building the necessary experience, relationships, and credibility takes time. Focus equally on performance, perception, and preparation to position yourself as the obvious choice when opportunities arise. I wish you well in your quest to reach out to the C-suite. It is achievable in any economy. Thanks for watching. If you found this video valuable, please like and subscribe on my YouTube channel, Martin Buckland, where you will find a vast array of other videos encompassing all facets of executive career management.